He begins like sniffing her quite a bit, and he's like, "You're a vampire. Wait." Hi Pookies, welcome back to the Howlers. So last night, Argus and Bianca stayed over at a motel just to get some inspiration for their final song. And they stayed up until the early hours of the morning, fucking, and then also working on the song as well. So after staying up till about 10 a.m, they finally finished working on the song. So Bianca's gone away. She's basically gonna refine the lyrics some more, but the song is pretty much done for them now. So all that's left is to actually rehearse with the band. Argus headed home. He's just finished eating up. He's super tired because he basically slept like an hour last night after they fucked in the bed. But he is gonna go ahead and take a nap or something, and he did just break the fucking sink. My guy, what is stronger than I thought? Wait, that's actually so cute. Argus will never quite get used to this newfound strength. Well, sometimes even mundane tasks become a challenge. Wait, no, that's actually so canon. Wait, that is actually so canon. The concept of him like not understanding his own strength. Wait, why is that so cute though? Like that's so like gentle giant vibes. You know what I mean? Like I mean, to be fair, Argus is so not a giant, but like it gives gentle giant vibes, right? He is gonna go ahead and fix up the sink though, then go and take a nap. I just wanted to let you know as well, I've recently upgraded my PC and my game is running like so much fucking better. You know how before when I used to look at the lag factory, this is the lag factory, I would have like insane FPS drops. Chat, the lag factory is no more. Now it's just a normal boring our fucking factory. Look at this. Look at this. Like there's no more lag. We fucking did it. We basically fucking won. Okay. Argus is taking a quick nap though, and tonight is a full moon. And I'm not gonna lie, Argus isn't the smartest of werewolves. He's not like super keeping track of the full moons. I'll be so fucking for real right now. He is not one who's like looking at the sky. He just is like, oh, I transformed. Okay. Most werewolves, I imagine, probably keep a calendar or like keep track of the moon in some way just to like make sure that they're not transforming out of nowhere. Argus doesn't think that's any of his business. This motherfucker's just transforming and calling it a day. You know what I mean? He's just finished up taking his nap. Okay. Argy, calm down, boy. Calm down, baby boy. Like, it's not that serious. At the beginning of the last episode, I introduced a brand new band as well called the Duskborns, whose brand new single is kind of taking the world by storm. They released it kind of just onto SoundCloud, I imagine, and it just kind of blew the fuck up until they're getting press deals. And the song is almost like spreading like an infection. Like, it is such an infectious song that it is just spreading like wildfire around the place. And Argus and Bianca actually caught a live performance of the song on a talk show on his TV. And Argus has had the song almost become like a earworm for him. And I would say that's probably what's happening with like anyone who hears the song, I'll be for real. To the point where he is arguably like always looking to put on, like it's not really leaving his brain. Is that Lana Del Rey? Is that Lana Del fucking Rey? My pussy tastes like Pepsi Cola. Okay, Lana, babe, let's calm down. So after his nap, Argus has come downstairs though, and he's gone in front of his speaker, and he is literally skipping through all of the songs until the song that he wants is coming up. Like he is like spamming that button, almost like he needs to hear the song. And finally, after spamming the button, the song comes on, and he turns that shit up. And now that the song is on, he feels so much more at peace. He's feeling like all his negative emotions are almost being buried, not being pushed away or not dissipating. They're not disappearing. It's almost like they're being buried within him when he listens to the song, and it's almost like an addicting feeling. And then while the song is playing, because it has put him almost in this like tranquil state, he's just gonna try and get some housework done while he's in the good mood. He's gonna head upstairs and just head to his bedroom mirror. I imagine he can probably like hear the song from upstairs, like he's blasted it loud enough where the entire thing is just blasting throughout the entire apartment. But he's just gonna go into the mirror and he's just gonna almost like freshen himself up and take a look, because he definitely now who the fuck is this diva? Connie Fidential and I were planning to spend some casual friend time together. Should I do it? Baby, who the fuck is Connie Fidential? I don't give a fuck. Sure, like, do you think I gaff? Okay, do it. Like, Connie Fidential, I bet you that's a fuck ass fairy name. Argus arrived upstairs though, and as he looks in the mirror and he's like patting himself down, I imagine that as a werewolf gains more fury and they're going to transform, their eyes glow more, and like there's certain telltale signs that a werewolf can kind of look at in themselves that is like their fury is growing. And so I think he's gonna go ahead and give Bianca a call. And so he's just gonna go and basically give Bianca a call, because there is only one person who can calm him down in a way that will stop him rampaging, and that is his girlfriend, Bianca. As they're on the phone with each other, he's like, Bianca, I think I'm gonna be rampaging soon. Like, I need you now. And Bianca's like, well, it's a full moon, Augie. And he's like, it is? She's like, yeah. Augie, you need to start keeping track of the moon. Like, I've told told you already. And he's like, well, I just usually rely on you to tell me. And she speaks back and she's like, well, the only reason I know is because my coven has to keep track of the moons for our spells. Like, do you think I gather about moon cycles? She's like, listen, I'm at work right now. I'm like, there's been a massive accident. I'll come find you after I finish work and help you calm down, okay? And he's like, and as he hangs up, he's like, okay. Thank you for always taking care of me, Bianca. And she's like, it's okay. And he's like, I love you. And she's like, okay, I'll see you later. The song on his speakers has ended now, so he is gonna like turn it off. It is almost like now he's listened to the song, it's almost like he's had the dopamine rush, where like the need to listen to it has kind of gone away for a little bit. So he doesn't like super feel the need to listen to it again. But it is getting quite late now, which means that the full moon is going to be arriving very, very, very soon. So I'm just gonna have him like go use the toilet and just kind of start preparing for his transformation. Now with the full moon like really starting to come out, Argus almost gets like naturally drawn out to the forest. I imagine probably all werewolves do. As they begin to transform, they just get drawn out into nature. And now it is hitting like 10 p.m. The full moon is fully out and he feels the cold moon. He is going to be heading out into the forest to transform. And like on his way into the forest, he also passed Ripley, who I assume is also on her way into the forest as well, where she's going to go transform. But he has arrived and his transformation is beginning. I think I've mentioned this in the previous episode as well, but the way that I do werewolf transformations is I don't let werewolves transform outside of rampaging. I don't want werewolves, at least in my game, to be furries. I'm not, no shot against the furry community. I'm sure you guys are lovely. But at least the way that I want to play with werewolves, I don't personally want my werewolves to be in control of themselves. I want my werewolves to behave like wolves first and foremost. I want them to behave like beasts. And so I'll only let them transform during a rampage. So that is when their furry bar fills up or during a full moon. And he is just going to head around and he's just going to begin hunting through Moonwood Mill. I'm gonna be so real. I think the werewolves are some of the best done occults in this game. I'll be so for real. I think if I was like rank them, werewolves would be number one, and then it would probably be vampires, then fairies, then spellcasters. Listen, I'm a big fan of witches, but you need mods when it comes to spellcasters. Like, it's not even fucking funny. As he's sniffing around though, and he is hunting, he does pick up a very particular scent that it doesn't smell right to his nose. It smells wrong, almost. And like a wolf who is hunting, immediately he just begins running on over to this scent and starting to track it down because, like, it's not sitting right with his nostrils. Like, it's just not. His werewolf self, it's almost like he smells not prey, but a predator. He's sniffing again, he's trying to pick up the scent, and it is leading him into the factory, and it has led him so far down into the sewers. Argus finally reaches the source of the scent in the sewers, and he comes across Jenny Duskborn, who is the female singer, part of the band of the Duskborns. And she smells completely wrong to him. And he is immediately going to begin snarling at her and just growling in her face. And she is arguably not giving a fuck. She is like, oh, little puppy has a bite, huh? As he's snarling at her, she begins singing into his ear. And almost like magic, the same that Bianca uses, his fury begins to calm within him. And slowly, his soul gets soothed. But not in a soothing way. In almost like a forcing something down. And as she's singing, he can't maintain his composure in his wolf form, and he transforms back despite it being 3 a.m. on a full moon. She finishes singing and she immediately introduces herself. Well, if it isn't a big puppy. And Argus is taken back. He's like, who are you? You're Jenny. I know. Everyone knows my name by now. I mean, if you haven't, you're kind of living under a rock. What happens when you release the best song of the century? He begins like sniffing her quite a bit, and he's like, you're a vampire. She's like, wow, observant one, aren't you? And he's like, I don't fucking speak to vampires. And he is immediately calling her a parasite. He's immediately like, I don't fucking speak to vampires. What the fuck are you doing in Moonwood Mill? This is meant to be a place without vampires. And she's like, oh my god, just take a seat by me. Sit down. He's like, you're a fucking parasite. You don't have a soul. You're soulless. You're a fucking monster. And she's like, oh my god, like, I've heard all this before. Can you at least be creative? Like, yeah, you can call me big, fat, ugly, and stupid, but like, is that really gonna hurt? No. You could say that my hair's uneven. That would hurt more. He's so confused about what a vampire's doing in Moonwood. She's like, what are you doing in Moonwood Mill? And she's like, I'm gonna make it super simple for you. Me and my brother know about your band, and your band is causing problems for our band. I mean, we can't be having you placing protection hexes over people to stop our powers, can we? So what, you came to talk to me? Took me out of playing? No. Oh no, silly. I came him to do more than that. And as they get up from the bench, he goes to leave, and as he gets up, she begins using her vampire magic on him and begins drinking his blood. And she hates it, mind you. She thinks this shit is disgusting. Like, genuinely, it's like drinking from a dog bowl. As she gets away and she wipes her face, she's going, oh my god, that was actually fucking grim. And as she's flirting with him, I imagine she takes him by the cheeks and she almost like in her hands, she cups his cheeks and over his ears. She slips over some headphones with the song playing, and then she chucks a text to her brother saying, plan's going flawlessly. How's the song? Do you like it? And he's like, this is the best song. And she's like, and how do you feel? And he's saying back to her, he's like, I wanna keep listening. She's like, perfect. Now, you keep listening, okay? Let it do its work. We're gonna need a new drummer for the band soon. I've heard you do really good things. And he's like, yeah, drum. She's like, well, my job here is done. And just a little tip, Argy. And as she says Argy, she does like little air quotes in her fingers. Maybe don't follow the scent of a predator, okay? And as quick as she turned up, she flies away as a bat. She leaves Argus here, unable to keep himself from listening. Mind you, the hat stays the fuck on. This shit is not coming off, actually. With now the song forever in his ears, he's gonna go ahead and begin heading home now. And as he walks through the rain going home, even though he's wet and uncomfortable, it doesn't matter to him because the song is keeping him happy. It's covering up any of the bad situations and any of the bad feelings he could have. It's been a couple hours now, and the bad bitch her motherfucking self has arrived at Argus's house. She ended up being forced to stay at work longer than she needed to be. So only now the next day, after basically getting back home and crashing, she's only now been able to actually make it over to Argus's house. And usually he's greeting her at the door. As she's walking through, she feels like something's off. I mean, the front door was unlocked. He's always there to greet her. He like smells her coming. So the fact that he's not is extremely weird. And she comes into his apartment. She's shouting like, Argy, like, baby, are you here? Argy, where are you? She's like looking through, checking in the bathroom to see if he's like using the toilet or having a shower or something. And she's like, maybe he's sleeping in. Oh, I feel so bad. I mean, I should have been there last night when he was rampaging. She heads upstairs and heads into his bedroom, where she finds him sleeping. Argy, baby, like, wake up. And as he gets up out of bed, kind of sits up in bed. As she's talking to him, she's like, Argy, baby, are you okay? I'm sorry I wasn't here last night. I mean, I tried to be, but work was so crazy, and then I crashed when I got home, and he is almost as glazed over as he was last night. And he's just saying, he's like, I just want to keep listening. And she's like, listening to what? Are you okay? Argus, what happened last night? What are you listening to? And she kind of goes quiet for a second, and as he's just like muttering nonsense. And she listens, and she realizes that as she's talking and he's kind of muttering nonsense to her, she goes quiet and she listens, and Bianca realizes that he's listening to the song in headphones under his hat, and he's still muttering nonsense to her, and she's like, okay, were you listening? And she realizes that he was sleeping with headphones on under his hat, playing the Duskborn song, and she's like, Argus, were you sleeping with headphones on? And he's like, I just want to keep listening. And she's like, oh no, why does this song have such a hold of you? I mean, what is happening? And she's like, okay, I think I have an idea. She begins serenading him with her voice in hopes to break whatever spell he's under, because she can tell that it's a spell that he is under. She just doesn't know what it is. And as she's singing to him, he feels it break. And the song kind of escapes replaying in his mind over and over. He slowly wakes up, realizing, and he blinks a couple times and is like, Bianca, where am I? You're here. And he like nuzzles into her and is like, thank God, what happened? And she's like, I was hoping you could tell me, Argus. I mean, what happened when you were rampaging? And he's like, I was, I found a scent. There was a scent. I picked up a scent of something, and I followed it, and then I don't know. What do we? What? Saying all I remember is feeling really at peace. And she's like, you were listening to that song, the song by the Duskborns, and he's like, yeah, no, that's it. I remember Jenny. She's like, Jenny? And he's like, the singer. She the song. She sings it. She's a vampire. And she's like, what? The song. It like pulled me in. I couldn't do anything. She took me out of my rampage. I remember she took me out of my rampage. And before I knew it, she put headphones on me. And I was just under her spell. And she gives him a hug and she's like, I'm glad you're back. But August, if we're going against a vampire band, what do we do? Why would vampires do this? And he's like, I don't know. Like, who else has listened to this song? August, this song has taken over the charts. Everyone is listening to this song. Like, everyone we know. My sisters are listening to this song. And Bianca's like, looks like we have to finish this final song quicker than we thought. And Bianca's like, I think this thing is bigger than us. We need to call in the band. And August goes and sits down and she begins messaging the band's group chat saying, we have a new song. We need to get a gig going as soon as possible. Like, SOS, this is an emergency. After texting, she goes in and gives August an embrace, and she is saying, I'm really glad you're okay, August. I'm sorry I wasn't here last night to protect you. I'm glad I could be here now. And he's like, it's okay, you were busy. She's like, no, I mean, we have to figure this out. What do the Duskborns want? And with that, Pookies, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this part here. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you next episode. If not, thank you so much for watching this one. I hope you would love Augie as well as much as I do my big 12 himbo, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye bye, Pookies. Bye bye.